so that he wanted to make a gesture, so I kept on just going, if there's a lock, the lock will, and Misha actually had to leave. Misha was laughing, he wasn't even on camera, but he was laughing so hard, but he was making me laugh and he had to leave, so that was such a fun episode. I'm glad we can do stuff like that. Yeah, of course, thank you. Hi.
Hi, Chavez. I'm Natalie from Hungary.
Oh, pleasure. I'm hungry too, I haven't. Are you thirsty?
Yes.
I know, I'm so sorry. I was down.
It's Middle Europe, you know it?
Do I know Hungary?
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Are you planning to visit someday?
Oh, I'd love to. I'd actually love to. My brother and sister-in-law just went to Hungary, and they said it was beautiful. They went on like a biking tour. They went and biked around. I'd love to. Was it very cold? Was it warm? Or
No.
where do you live? Which city do you live?
I live in a little village near Budapest.
Okay. Because Budapest is it in the center?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's where they went and they biked around. And
Yes.
I'd love to. Have y'all been to Hungary? Yeah? Gosh. I've been to Arizona. No, I'd love to go. I do plan on going sometime. Yeah, of course. Thank you. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Hi.
Hi.
Volevo chiedergli se prima di tutto gli piace il mio look e per seconda cosa...
Francesco.
Do you like... Oh, it looks like... Because... Do you like his look?
Yeah. I do. I see it with the hair. Charrera. El Samo. I do. I like it. Yes. Mi bien. Muy bien. Molto bene.
Ah, ecco.
I like it. Yeah. Molto bene.
Per seconda cosa, se è stato difficile per lui interpretare Sam senza anima.
Was it hard playing Sam without a soul?
Yes. Yes. Sì. Molto hard. Muy fermo.
Molto difficile.
Molto difficile. Difficilissimo.
Yes. It was tough. It was tough to not treat Jensen like a brother. Does that make sense? How do I say that? Can you say that? I don't know how to say that. Mister. Un momento. Psst. Robbie.
He's doing his job really, really seriously.
I was saying, I don't know how to say. I think the most tough part was not treating Jensen like a brother.
La parte più difficile è stato non trattare Jensen come un fratello.
Sì. Grazie.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Hi, Jerry.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Good. I was wondering, before a scene, how long does it take you to get into the headspace of Sam? Is it something you can turn off or on, or do you need some time?
That depends. It's a good question. Sometimes the scenes, we literally will be laughing and like, ha, and joking and, you know, making faces and noises and throwing things. And then they'll call action and we'll get back into character. But for certain scenes, soulless took me a while because I wanted to make sure that when I was on camera, when they were filming, I wasn't being Sam and being, you know, listening, because Sam kind of listens much more caringly, like he kind of listens and is compassionate and he cares, whereas soulless Sam just kind of takes the information in, you know, so it was very much just kind of robotic, because he didn't care one way or another, he just wanted to know the facts. So he was more like he's reading a math problem and just kind of trying to know, where Sam is like, why is this and what's the reason for that? So for Soulless Sam, I wanted to make sure that I knew I wasn't going to plan for too long. So Soulless Sam took a while. Lucifer took a while. Lucifer I had to walk back and forth before they'd actually. Lucifer, they call action and just roll until I was where I wanted to be. Because sometimes as an actor, if you're sitting there and you're like, okay, I'm kind of there, blah, 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 and then they go action, you're like, well, and you don't feel right. And so for Lucifer, they'd actually go like, okay, everybody be quiet, and roll cameras, action, Jared, start when you're ready. And so I'd kind of get there and do my thing and just kind of stretch and find a place. And then finally, I'd kind of sit there and then, hello. And so it just depends on the role, I think. And so it depends on, and also sometimes there'll be a scene where it's very emotional, or we've just been crying and now we're doing the next scene where it's, and so you don't want to be like, when you've just been sad. So it depends. I bet you can kind of guess which ones take longer than others. And like, I know Jensen, when there was the scene at the end of season 1, or beginning of season 2, whatever it was, when Sam is dead and Jensen's over the body, they did the same thing. It was Kim Manners, and he was like, all right, just roll the cameras, Jensen, start whenever you're ready. And so they'd roll the cameras, and Jensen kind of sit there and then gradually go, I remember back when you were a kid, and blah, 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 and chat. So, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Of course. Last question.
Hi, Jack.
Questiones finales.
La volevo sapere quali aspetti di Sam Winchester risente più vicini al suo carattere.
Sì.
I
don't know.
Which part of Sam do you feel are like you are in your real life?
Just kidding. I think Sam is very thoughtful. Sam's very, how do you say, como se dice thoughtful? Pensivo, yeah. Sam. Impressivo.
Riflessivo.
Presidio. Is that it?
No.
Sam is very presidio.
Riflessivo.
Riflessivo. Thank you. All right. I think that was the last one. I think I'm going to see you guys. In some photos with Jensen and Misha, and then maybe some autos. And I know we're back on stage with Jensen in a little bit. So thank you guys. Give it up for Francesco.
La firma per la tazza per l'asta. Adesso facciamo un riassunto per tutti gli amici italiani, tra poco poi
sì,
avremo l'ultimo panel della mattina con Chad e Rob. Facciamo ancora un grande applauso!